In this episode, I'm reviewing a car that I can pretty much guarantee you rarely think of. It is the Fiat 500L. This is a smallish four-door family hatchback with a unique sense of style. For those saying it's just copying the Mini, I should point out that the original 500 actually entered production 2 years before the Mini in 1957. The 500L is available in 3 different trim levels. The one I'm looking at today is the mid-range Trekking Edition. This one includes sporty chrome accents on the nose and sides, heated leather seats, and a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system that does include built-in navigation. Our test car also included a $795 convenience group that adds in dual-zone climate, rear parking sensors, and a power lumbar adjustment for the driver. Including destination, this is $25,710 as you see it here, including the extra $345 for the white roof. Woof. This review is of the 2018 model, which did receive some light style and tech improvements over the previous year. For 2019, this car is completely carrying over. So the review is just as applicable to that model year, but understand that color options may vary in the coming year. Inside, the 500L has some pretty good ideas going on for it. I really like the small shelf between the dual glove boxes, and the navigation system isn't really bad for this price point. It includes TomTom Maps, which is easy to use, plus it includes Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability. Even the dual-zone climate control is a nice option at this price point. The seating position is tall, almost SUV-like, and with large windows all around, visibility is insanely good. A refreshing change from the mammoth C-pillars that so many car makers are including these days. Of course, this great visibility does come at a visual cost. This thing, it isn't attractive. The leather-wrapped steering wheel does include a number of buttons to control the gauge cluster multifunction display. This shows you critical information about the car, including trip information, tire pressures, radio settings, and whatnot. You can also just use it as a big speedo if you like. Trunk space is practical. But could you really expect anything less from a vehicle that's shaped like a bread box? Right there is 22.4 cubic feet with the seats up, and 68 with the second row folded down. To give you a sense of scale, that's only 2 cubics less than the total cargo area of the larger Nissan Rogue. Pretty impressive. The 500L also has this nifty shelf system that covers the subwoofer and provides a flexible space for stuff. Second row seating is oddly high. It's like stadium nosebleed seating. Still, there's room for my head, and passengers get a charging socket plus a single cup holder in the armrest. Not 2, just 1. Outside of airbags, the 500L doesn't really include any notable safety equipment. You get side mirrors with an extra slant to give you a wider view, and you also get this flip-down mirror to watch the kids. But that's about it. Keyless entry is included, but it doesn't include proximity, so you still have to get the key out to start the thing. The 500L is powered by a Fiat 1.4-liter inline-4 multi-air turbo engine, which is borrowed from the 500 Abarth. This puts out 160 horsepower to the front wheels. If you want all-wheel drive, you need to look at the 500X. It's just not an option on the 500L at all. The transmission is a 6-speed unit. No manual is available. Now, I did love this little engine in the Fiat Abarth. That said, the Abarth only weighs 2,400 pounds. This 500L, it's 900 more. Throw in the rest of the family, and that's a lot of extra weight. Interesting note, if you turn off traction control, you can still do a burnout. Kind of. It's a willing motor, it's just weighed down here. And that also reflects poorly in the Mpg rating. EPA rates it at 22 city and 30 on the highway. It really is uncommon to pay the Mpg penalty for a car that really doesn't give you any performance in exchange. As a spacious city car, the 500L does the job, but it's just really not that comfortable or economical enough to really warrant on long trips. While it's almost impossible to find the seat warmers, hint, they're hidden on the outside seam of the seat, and even when they are on, it takes a lot longer than the average commute before they generate any warmth. Again, kind of not useful if you want to use the 500L as a city commuter car. So, who is this car for? Probably somebody who is a fan of Italian design who really needs 4 doors and a hatch that can swallow a family-sized platter of antipasta. Maybe they spent time in Italy and this 500L reminds them of good times. Fine. That's great. However, for most buyers looking to spend $25,000 on a compact 4-door, I'd have to say there are a lot better options out there. One strong contender is the new Toyota Corolla Hatchback. This is a cool little car with a decent interior, some nice amenities, and it even gets up to 40 miles to the gallon. Now, it is true that it only has 23 cubic feet of cargo area with the second row down. It starts at $20,000 and can be very nicely optioned for $25,000. If you need more room in the back, look at the latest Volkswagen Golf. This little guy has up to 53 cubic feet of cargo area, which is pretty good. This right here is the TSI SE trim with a 1.8-liter turbo engine that is fun to drive and it gets up to 34 miles to the gallon on the freeway. You also get a really great infotainment system, great seats, and the latest model actually really looks the business. Price for the Golf TSI SE is $24,970 including destination. Add $1,100 if you prefer to have it with an 8-speed automatic. It's just a better car all around. So that's the Fiat 500L. It's a car that is really due for a major overhaul if it wants to stay competitive. For Driving Sports TV, I'm Ryan Douthit. Thanks for watching. What would you buy instead of this 500L for around $25,000? Post a comment below. Also, be sure to like our videos and subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss all the great stuff we have coming. Thanks for watching.